Jennifer Harding-Marland, a citizenship by investment attorney. Today's video is going to talk about the Antigua and Barbuda Citizenship by Investment Program for 2025. So Antigua program for 2024 was extremely popular. It was one of the more popular options that we assisted with. We still have a lot of client files that are in processing. Due to the very high demand, Antigua has experienced delays, but we're hoping to get through the backlog of delays with the Citizenship by Investment Unit to deliver more approvals to clients soon. But Antigua and Barbuda is a beautiful country. There's 365 beaches, one for every day of the year. There's a population of over 100,000, with more and more people choosing to relocate to Antigua, particularly due to the fact that it is a tax-friendly country. There's no personal income tax, there's no gift, wealth, inheritance tax, or capital gains tax. So if you're someone that's a cryptocurrency investor and you wish to relocate to a family-friendly country and have access to different amenities for the entire family, then the Antigua CBI program might be something that you're interested in and to consider. And there's two islands, that of Antigua and that of Barbuda. Unlike some other islands, Barbuda isn't very highly populated. Most of the population is Antigua. The capital is St. John's, although most locals and expats will live in the Jolly Harbor area and or in English Harbor area and or in the north of the island. And there's a really lot of cute restaurants and beaches all around. So one of my favorite beaches is Galleon Bay Beach and Little Fries Beach, which is near Sheer Rocks. And so there's a lot of things to discover and historic sites throughout the island. There's lots of activities from swimming to diving to sailing. Every single year there are sailing regattas and sailing weeks. So if you're interested in working in the yachting industry or getting more into sailing, there's different sailing opportunities in Antigua. And a lot of people are motivated to become a citizen of a family-friendly country, a country that's less woke than other countries, and be a citizen of a country that has high level of visa-free travel. So Antigua, you have visa-free travel to over 140 plus countries, with countries regularly added to the list. More recently, we've seen China be added to the list within the last 2 years as a country where Antigua has visa-free travel to. Additionally, you kind of travel to Qatar, you can travel through the EU Schengen area, and many more countries, Singapore, Hong Kong, the UK, and a lot more countries, which is one of the reasons why people seek out the Antigua and Barbuda passport. So there are different options for the Citizenship by Investment Program. I would say the two primary options are the donation, which is a non-refundable contribution to the National Development Fund, starting at US $230,000. If you have a large family of 6 or more, there's the University of West Indies Fund, which starts at US $260,000 and more. And then there's also the government-approved real estate, and I really emphasize government-approved, that it needs to be approved for citizenship. So you can't just purchase any property, it really needs to be government-approved. And this starts at over US $300,000, and there's also a donation component to the real estate. And what's interesting about the real estate, a lot of the times at the lower price point will be shares in a hotel and or timeshare arrangement with limited access to the unit, if any access at all. And then there are other options where you can build your private home and or have a larger unit where you could live year round. So it really depends what you're looking for. We have some clients that wish to do the donation option and then choose to select any real estate in Antigua and not be limited. When you're a citizen of the country and you decide to purchase real estate, there's no alien landholding license fees. So there is the possibility to purchase real estate in Antigua as a non-citizen, but there's an alien landholding license component to it, which would be about approximately 7% of the purchase price of the property. So depending on the price range, some clients wish to obtain citizenship first and then make their real estate purchase. So ultimately, it depends on your specific situation, what you wish to do, whether or not it's the donation and or the real estate option. But again, the Antigua passport is a very strong passport. It's highly ranked. It often ranks within the top 30 or top 40 countries worldwide in terms of a multitude of factors. It has high-level visa-free travel. It's very family-friendly, so you can include children below the age of 30. They've removed the component of your children having to be financially dependent on you, so you can include children, and children of any age can be included, provided that they are mentally or physically handicapped. As well, you can include parents above the age of 55, provided they meet specific requirements. And then what's really cool about Antigua is you can include a sibling of any age, provided that they are not married. Some of the people that can be included in your citizenship application, if you really want to check in advance, it's something that we can do, and you can consult us with who can be included within the application. And we can also provide a determination a bit about the likeliness of success of your dependents and of your application. The units all have, in addition to the fees that I previously quoted, there are due diligence fees, government processing fees, legal fees, etc. So we can provide a detailed cost quote specific to your situation. The fees are really fixed fees, and therefore if you see an offer that's offered lower somewhere else, it is incorrect, and you can risk losing your citizenship, or it may be a scam. So it's really important to ensure that you adhere to the fixed requirements of the Antigua Citizenship by Investment Unit. In terms of documentation, it is one of the more complicated citizenship by investment programs to do. There is a lot of documentation requirements. You have to have a valid passport, a valid national ID like a driver's license, a birth certificate in long format showing your parents' names on it. Additionally, you have to provide bank statements, a bank reference letter, a professional reference letter, and have to complete forms. Antigua does require you to prove your wealth, so you'll have to provide corresponding documents to show your wealth and show what you do for employment and living. And as well, they have an interview component of the process, and so everyone who applies for the process will have to undergo an interview. Unfortunately, the timeline for getting citizenship for Antigua is just becoming longer and longer due to such popular demand. So it is taking 10 months, maybe even a little bit longer to get citizenship. So if you have a specific timeline by the time you want to get citizenship, it'd be better to act sooner rather than later. And as someone who personally spends a lot of time in Antigua, I absolutely love the country. People are very, very friendly. If you're into cryptocurrency, there's more and more crypto investors and more of a local community, which is has similar interests to what I have interest in. And I love meeting up with clients that live in the islands, showing them around and really trying to create great relationships with people throughout the Caribbean. So if you'd like to get more information about the Antigua and Barbuda Citizenship Program, you can visit our website at jhmarlin.com or send me an email at jennifer@jhmarlin.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about the Antigua program. We've helped hundreds of clients with citizenship by investment throughout the Caribbean, and we would love the opportunity to chat with you about your goals and what you are doing in the future. All the best. Bye for now.